So you've probably heard the buzz about hydroxyapatite toothpaste, maybe did some deeper research yourself and found out there's a difference between micro and nano-sized particles, discovered that nano-sized particles are more effective, maybe even found a good toothpaste brand that uses 10% nano-hydroxyapatite particles in their formula. But did you know your toothpaste may not be as effective as you might think, even if it uses nano-hydroxyapatite particles, because it's not actually enough for a toothpaste to have 10% nano-hydroxyapatite. There's actually a very specific range of particle size within the nano spectrum that is most effective. And a lot of companies cut corners here to save some money, but you end up getting the short end of the stick. Let's talk about it. So real quick, in case you need a refresher on hydroxyapatite, it is a calcium/phosphate mineral compound. Bonus fact, our teeth, or our enamel, is actually made of 97% hydroxyapatite. And so they put this hydroxyapatite into toothpaste to help remineralize your enamel. Now, there have been a lot of debates about particle size and safety concerns. I'm gonna save you some time and just summarize real quick. So nano-sized particles are most effective. Small caveat to that, which I'll get into later. And 10% concentration in the final product, again, is most effective. Also, nano-sized particles in your toothpaste are safe, provided that the particles are not needle-shaped. Now, I have dived deep into all the studies that, support that it's safe, that say that it's not safe. And after reading between all the lines, I have come to the conclusion that nano-sized particles in toothpaste are actually safe. So you can trust me on that, or you don't have to. You can check out the links in the description below to all the studies that I've read, and or watch my hydroxyapatite playlist where I do a deeper dive into safety, efficacy, how it works, etc., etc. Have fun. Anyway, so once you sift through all the noise, commit to the real science, and discover a brand of toothpaste that uses the right formula, this is where I discovered the bombshell. So even in the nano-sized particle realm, toothpaste brands are finding ways to cut corners. You see, in order for the nanoparticles to fit properly into your enamel pores, they need to be a size of 20 to 40 nanometers. But here's the catch. Nanometer size ranges from 10 nanometers to 100 nanometers, and it's all still considered nano-sized particles. Since hydroxyapatite toothpaste is not regulated, a lot of companies are saying they use nano-sized particles, but their particle size actually leans more toward the larger side of the spectrum, using sizes like 80 to even 100 nanometers. And so, of course, it's cheaper for them to create nano-sized particles that aren't exactly that very specific smaller range, but it's less effective for your teeth and for your enamel to get remineralized and really reap all the benefits of hydroxyapatite. Now, at this point, you might be freaking out, like, how do I know what nanometer size particles my toothpaste has? Unfortunately, brands don't actually write out the specific nanometer size on their formula or in their ingredients list. But I've personally reached out to a lot of different brands and have tried several brands myself. I've discovered that there are at least 2 brands that use the correct formula and the very specific nanometer size particles. The first brand is the OG, it's called Apogard. These guys started out in Japan, and it's kind of where hydroxyapatite in toothpaste started out in general. But they really follow the science in terms of concentration and particle size, keeping true to that 20 to 40 nanometer range size for their particles. Unfortunately, I'm not a fan of some of their other filler ingredients, like the SLS, which causes your toothpaste to foam up, but it can be a little bit irritating or a lot irritating to your gums, as well as other like artificial preservatives and flavors. But another brand that I discovered is actually Dr. Jen's. Now, I personally currently use and have been using Dr. Jen's for about 2 years, I think now, and I absolutely love it. From the very beginning, they have been super transparent about the concentration in their formula as well as the particle size. And again, they make sure to use that 20 to 40 nanometer size range. Plus, they don't use any artificial flavors or SLS or any other chemical preservatives or anything like that. Super clean toothpaste. Now, I have noticed a lot of folks commenting on my other videos saying like, oh, Dr. Jen's is so expensive though. I found another brand that also uses 10% nanohydroxyapatite and it's a fraction of the cost. And I used to say, you know what, good for you. I'm glad you found a brand that, uses the correct formula. But now that I discovered this bombshell, I think I know why it's cheaper. So bottom line, 10% nanohydroxyapatite is not enough when searching for an effective hydroxyapatite toothpaste. The very specific size of the nanoparticles, the concentration, and the crystal quality matters. So if you really want the full benefits of hydroxyapatite in your toothpaste, including decreased sensitivity, getting rid of stain for good, and just having overall whiter, stronger teeth, make sure you're getting a quality product. You'll probably have to do some digging like myself, maybe reach out to a specific company that you have in mind and ask for the specs, and particularly ask for the very specific size of their nano-sized particles. See what they say. If they're kind of dodgy, maybe that's a red flag. But hopefully this information helps you guys make a better choice. Otherwise, don't forget to check out the description below for some helpful links, including some links and discount codes to the Dr. Jen's brand that I was mentioning. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.